Hello everyone, and welcome to Epigee's Analyses, where we find out why the winners won and how the losers could have won. Welcome to Week 1, Day 2 of the 2015 LCS Spring Split, Cloud9 versus Gravity. Here we're going to jump into the game and look at a highlight reel and just talk about different things that the teams do to determine the winner. Obviously there are spoilers in this. If you don't want to watch that, go away. Otherwise, the picks and bans video is in the description. Otherwise, we're going to hop into the game right here with the first play. Alright, we're going to talk about the lane matchup right away. Here we have Corki and Morgana going top lane, Kog'Maw and Janna going bot lane. One of the advantages that Cloud9 has right here is their 2v1 has Morgana in it. Now, Morgana's really good in a 2v1 because of her hard CC. Morgana, Thresh, Leona, all of them have a really threatening 2v1, because if you ever get caught out by that CC, you can get a hurtin', get pushed out of lane, get messed up, all that stuff. Janna, on the other hand, does not really put out that same threat, so Gravity's a little bit lacking in this lane swap. However, for Cloud9, Cloud9 wins this lane swap really hard because Balls beats Haunter in a 1v1, and Balls beats Cop and Bunny Fufu in a 2v1 because Cyan's 2v1 is absolutely amazing. We're going to watch him take the Raptor camp right here, die, get level 2, go into lane, hit level 3, but then he misplays it. We'll see that in a second. Haunter, however, his 2v1 is not good. Kassadin's 2v1 is like, what are you going to do? You're going to walk up and queue a creep when it's low health and then try and get the CS, but ultimately you don't put out any threat. You can hardly farm until you're level 6 where you can actually disengage. However, luckily for Haunter, he's against a Janna. And Janna, again, like I said earlier, does not put that much threat. If you see the vision control right here, we didn't see the wards early. I'm starting a little bit later, so we didn't see where we had vision. But Cloud9 doesn't know that they're doing this right now. So Cloud9's just starting their red, and I believe St. Vicious gets a 3-buff start here. So super good by Gravity early. Really good control of the map, and very good job by them of doing that. We're gonna move on here. Cyan gets executed balls here, so he finishes the Raptor cap. Boom, hits level 2 after he finishes clearing this, and then he gets it to lane. With level 2, he's gonna die and then teleport right back up here. If you look, he's got pots on pots on pots. Accidentally bought a ward, I guess. Oh, they just had to switch the people out. So he's got pots on pots, but he teleported up here, and look how chunked he already is. Like, look at this. That was me cutting. He teleports top lane, sits around in lane until he gets level 3, and then just for no reason, he's overextended. All Bunny Fufu does is has to walk out of lines of easy bind, Velkin like this. This is a free kill on Balls. Like, his lead right here, if you look, 12 CS to 4 CS, because he was so cocky going up there and getting the CS. It's great that he has CS, don't get me wrong. However, the way he was playing this is super aggressive, and with St. Vicious being, look right here, down here on the mini-map, there was no way for Saint to help him out with his overextension. Maybe he could bait something out of Saint War up here, but alas, he is not. So he overextends and gets all messed up here. Note, however, Rek'Sai is counter jungling. He took his red and then went right over and did his blue. Right here, remember, St. Vicious is on the red side, Rek'Sai's on the blue side, so Rek'Sai started on his side, Meteos did, and then went over into St. Vicious' jungle, took this. So Balls dies for free, doesn't have his teleport up, and has his way of shoving, so Gravity is in complete control of this top lane. We expect to see Morgana roam soon, because Morgana roam is pretty legit. As soon as she hits level 3, she's probably going to show up in some other lane, maybe try and get Keen going on Zed in the mid lane. However, this is just foolish play by Balls, way too aggressive, no reason for him to do that other than he wants farm and doesn't understand the damage output of these people. He also has flash. If he flashed the binding, he was out. Like they had nothing after that. But we're gonna pop it back right here and watch him eat the binding for free. Watch us right here. Boom, right there. Like, that's ample time to flash that. That was on Balls. However, we do see a misplay here by Curse and by Bunny Fufu. He gets punched. There you go. Did you see it? There's just one split second there, but that heal was a misplay. They were in no threat of dying there, and they popped the heal, waste the heal for free. Here we're going to jump to 4 minutes, 30 seconds in the game, about 2 minutes after what we just saw happen. So Cyan's back in lane. Like I said, Bunny Fufu, as soon as he hit 3 in that Morgana, he roamed, going bot here. Look at the ward coverage. 1 defensive pink ward here, 2 aggressive blue wards by Cloud9. 1 defensive pink ward by Cloud9, and then Balls has his little schnibbit warded. So Lemonation has no vision of anything. He's trying to get some vision around this place here, and if you look in his inventory, hold on. if you look at his inventory there, you see that ward. He has a ward, and that's important because we're going to watch this play out here. He doesn't ward, and you see this move right here. Right, he stands, he positions over here, so he's suspicious of this, he's suspicious of this. He doesn't know where anybody is, and that's what they're showing right now. They blocked out the screen, but they did it for the wrong team. I want to see what Bunny Fufu, or see what Lemonation can see. But we're going to whack it up like this. He gets hit by the free bind, that's really good. However, to take inventory of what these people have, we know Morgana doesn't have Ignite, she used that top. We know St. Vicious and Morgana both have Flash, but they have no CC past what they're about to use, and watch Elimination Flash here. Let's go boom, 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 right there. Now what are they going to do? St. Vicious has one auto flash, maybe one auto flash, and then an E. Note that Elimination doesn't have Tornado Net, he's only level 2, so taking the Zephyr for the move speed to roam around the map. But like I said, this is the weakness of Janna in the 2v1. Her roam is not that impressive, she's not that CC oriented, so there you go. She burns the flash to get out, and St. Vicious gets a deep ward in. I think that flash is a misplay. I don't think she had to do that, especially with if you look Rek'Sai right underneath her like that. All right, so we're gonna so Balls misplay, Lemonation misplay, and yet if you look at Kassadin, 5 CS at 5 minutes, that's so incredibly bad. They never cut to what they're doing bot lane, but I believe he's just. One, Kassadin is such a weak 2v1, and two, I bet you Kassadin is just playing this really well. I would put it on Sneaky to play a 2v1 pristinely, as he is known to do. There we go, jumping around here. Like we said, we're at 5 minutes now, and the interesting thing is we're gonna cut back real quick and look at the vision control here. Okay, so Rek'Sai's on the blue team, and there's a red team ward in this bush if Kassadin would move. See that red team ward? Alright, Meteos has a pink ward here, and Meteos is going to place the pink ward in this bush, clear this ward, and then go camp in this bush. And we cut some of that out so we don't have to see that. So anyway, he places the ward, clears the ward in the bush, and then Morgana still has the tenacity to just walk down here, knowing Rek'Sai's bot side, and like try to get back to lane. Now this is just foolish play. I don't understand. She knew exactly around where Rek'Sai was, and yet here she is, wrecking, getting wrecked. And then Morgana's free to burn flash. Haunter takes a little bit of free damage after queuing someone. I would have liked to see him just chill and let Morgana burn flash. So now we see the Balls misplay, Lemonation misplay, and now the Bunny Fufu misplay, and nobody really has done anything exciting or exceptional, just kind of capitalizing on misplays and not realizing where people are on the map. Here we are with this pink ward clear right here. There's a bit of a skirmish going to count. If you look, Corki's top lane, Sion has teleport here, so no matter what this fight is, Cloud9 has the numbers advantage because they're going to TP in. However, if they burn TP, Corki's going to get, Cap is going to get the top turret almost for free, depending on what happens down here. So Cloud9 really needs to capitalize by getting kills, getting objective control, maybe picking up Dragon afterwards, but we're just going to play this out and see what happens here. Good flash Q there by St. Vicious right onto High, and that's the target they want to kill. High's really immobile on Orianna, although he has his ultimate. Keen's going to jump on him too and put a lot of damage out here. We're going to play this out. Boom. And boom, St. Vicious picks up the kill here. High ults Meteos following, or not High, sorry, Keen ults Meteos on Zed, following right after. Rek'Sai's the next biggest threat behind Lemonation. Remember, Kog'Maw is underneath here. He's down here. He has yet to get an auto off in this entire fight. Haunter's showing up with his 18 CS and is putting out as much damage as his little Kassadin body can, but again, he's only level 5. Zed's level 6, and St. Vicious soon hits level 6 here, I think. A lot of damage on Meteos, Zed flash and Meteos flash at the same time. Looks like Sneaky putting a lot of damage onto St. Vicious with Janna burn the exhaust at some point there. Here we go. The flash Q by... Oh, there we go. That's what happened. Balls came charge again. Balls teleported to this top turret and then ulted down and hit St. Vicious with his ba-boom, ba-boom. Like I said, Corki free damage on this turret now. Keen backing off once he got the kill advantage there, but right now it's a 2-for-1. If Keen gets out, it's a 2 for... And yep, there you go. Keen falls down, so it's a 2-for-2 with Corki getting damage top lane and free farm. Balls picked up both those kills. Look at that. So that puts him miles ahead of Kassadin. However, they can't turn this into anything just because of the way everything happens. We look at him fighting over pink ward. Here we see Cloud9 getting vision of Gravity's blue buff here. They have this ward right here, so they clearly have a timer on it there, 14:30. It's going to respawn at that time. I want to see if they capitalize on it. Fast forwarding here to bot lane. Not sure what's going on right here. It looks like Meteos is ganking top. Oh, we're going to look at Saint Vicious here in this gank right here. Pause real quick. 36 CS to 86 CS. Like, if you look at this build, cooldown reduction here, mana regen here, and then the Spirit Visage. So Cassian is literally doing no damage to him. If you look at Rek'Sai has no armor. Well, he's got some base armor from jungling, but he's got no armor items or anything like that. So this dive is a little bit risky if anybody else shows up. Saint Vicious doesn't get spotted here, and if he did get spotted backing, this would be a free kill onto Cassian. In fact, I kind of wish they would just risk it and dive anyway. He might even see the footsteps here. He might have saw the footsteps if he was paying close attention. Now he sees the jungle being cleared right there. He sees the jungle. He knows that Saint Vicious was around here, but Cassian overextending like that, I feel like they could have capitalized and picked up a kill on him right there. Here we see. Hold on. Here we have to look in the bottom, so we'll let the screen fade. You see Janna backed right now. Janna is... I'm pointing at the screen, but it doesn't help. Janna is in base right now. If we look under here, Janna's in base, and Kog'Maw's alone here with 3 people. But the limited ward control of Gravity means they can't capitalize on this. They have no wards up here. They have no deep wards. No wards on this side of the map. If you look at Cloud9, ward. Like, this is what I love about Cloud9, is this vision control. So even though there's 3 people here against a 1 Kog'Maw, the immobile Kog'Maw, flash heal up, but still, flash almost up for Saint Vicious, flash up for Cop, flash up for Bunny Fufu, flash ulti, ignite, everything is up right here, and yet they can't capitalize on this because they don't have the vision control. So that's something I really would have liked to see Gravity do a little bit more. They're a little bit behind in gold because of the CS differential right here, but if they just put a couple wards around, they have so many free kills right here. So Morgana backs then, and they just call it off, and they say no more need for any of this nonsense here. This coming up here is like the sexiest thing I've seen in a long time. Okay, so Saint Vicious is off to the side here. He charges up his Q, flashes, finishes the Q, or he charges up his Q, launches his Q, flashes right here, and ults high. High's gonna flash, Zed's gonna flash, or Keen is gonna flash, ulti high, with Bunny Fufu flashing on top of it. Like, this is the dive team, like, doing what they need to do. This is risky, however, because Rek'Sai's right here, and they have no vision of anyone else. Or they have vision of these guys bot lane, these guys are here, but Rek'Sai they have no vision of, so if Rek'Sai just showed up, he could have messed him up a little bit, but just watch this execute right here. Boom, 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 psh, psh. Oh, and it's just so beautiful. That's what a dive team needs to do. They need to burn their flashes, burn their ultimates, and get some kills onto High, get some kills onto Vi, High, or get some kills onto High, Keen, sorry, High showed up on my screen. Some kills on Keen and Saint Vicious, the 2 main divers. Haunter is kind of just out of this game. If you look, 120 CS, 64 CS, he's got literally double. Cloud9 has double top lane CS, winning CS there, 139, 122, winning CS in 80 carry too. So Gravity is behind in that aspect. So they need to make plays in this lane. This is what their team count's built around. Dive here, Haunter, dive right there. And they're doing a great job. I love to see that flash play, and I love to see High just get wrecked like that. Just because, I mean, not High, but, you know, just, I love to see good dive comps executed well. The ball's getting a little bold. Knows he has a lot more farm than everybody else. So he's trying to get in there, but if you look at his items, no damage items, all defensive. Here we're going to look at a Dragon Call 16 minutes in. That last fight was at 14 minutes in, and you look at your Dragon Call. Ward control for Gravity has a ton of it down here, none of it up here. So this is what Cloud9 sacrificed. Cloud9 sacrificed Dragon to put pressure on this top lane and really capitalize on Haunter being pretty much out of this game. Still half the CS, well, a little bit above half, but still half the CS of Sion, really weak. Just finished his Rod of Ages at 16 minutes, so it's not terrible, but it's pretty much terrible. So Gravity's going to pick up a free dragon here, maybe lose top turret for it. We're going to see what Cloud9 decides to do with their decision making. I would like to see them take top turret here, but again, they have no vision of what's going on here. So for all they know, everybody just backed and is shoving in top lane to meet them here. And as you can see, they do back off. They're kind of scared of what's going to happen. No ulti on St. Vicious or Keen yet, so like I said, I would have liked to see Cloud9 push that and pressure that in right there. I'm going to play this out. High just farming, everybody just farms in packs. I don't know what the goal was from Cloud9 to just jam it in up there like that. Like, I'm not quite sure what he wanted to happen. I don't know what Cloud9 thought was going to happen, but really they dropped a dragon for free. Now they're doing some sneaky stuff, right? Oop, sorry about that. Now they're doing some sneaky stuff right here. St. Vicious caught out of position here. We're going to rewind and just take a look at that. It's starting off. So St. Vicious gets pinged out mid lane because of the severe vision control. He was just doing Raptors here, gets knocked out of all his buttons, decides to ult Sneaky just as a last-ditch effort, and then gets cleaned up here. Cop coming around the outside, and then Haunter getting the slow on. Good bind onto Meteos. And an okay ulti by High, only gets it onto Haunter here. Who's going to be able to jump out in a second. But right now what I'm thinking when I was watching this is that Gravity's really kind of screwed. They're chasing down this team fight and they're not going to get anything out of it. These two are behind these two here, but if you look, High, almost no mana. Sneaky, almost no mana. Lemon, really low on mana. Full mana and half mana. Haunter, well, he's got a lot of mana, but he's kind of in a bad spot right here. Gets the flash out right there. And now see Sneaky with another kill. He's got 2 kills from this little skirmish now. Cop forced to back off. But if you see Zed here, Sion, no teleport, Zed walking around. If they could keep pressuring here, Zed can come and clean up. But they're backing off here. We're going to watch Zed come in here. Zed come in with Rek'Sai above them. But Rek'Sai, again, is really low health. He nearly died. So Keen's coming in. And look, Keen ults High here. I don't like this. High has no mana. What's he gonna do? Auto you to death? I don't think so. I think he should have ulted Sneaky here. He's only he is level 11, so this is rank 2 ultimate. Janna has almost no mana. I wish I could pan up, but he can't. Janna has almost no mana, so if he ulted Sneaky here, this is a free kill on Sneaky and a free kill on High with a follow-up of Bunny Fufu with Cock, but I'm pretty sure he only gets 1 here. Boom, High is dead, and now Sneaky's just kiting this out. And look, he has to back off. Does he die? He very nearly dies. Bunny Fufu walks up and ults, but only gets like 1 there. Is his flash? No, his flash is down. Alright, so he's looking for the bind here. I don't think he lands it on anyone. Meteos goes in, but it's just a suicide attempt. Cop burns flash. I don't think they're communicating. Again, Bunny Fufu puts the black shield on. He doesn't need to flash out of this. Just pop his stuff and mess up Meteos, but he ends up flashing out. Meteos decides not to do anything, and then Bunny Fufu brings down Meteos with a black pool, tainted soil, and then what is this? Like what is this? Cop backs up while Bunny Fufu walks down. Why are you walking down? Walk back with your AD carry. I don't know who's calling this, but someone needs to call this so they're on the same page. Boom, he gets the bind off. Cop's looking for a barrage, missile barrage, but he's not going to find one. Keen looking for some cheesy shadow shuriken, but he doesn't find any there. As we continue on here, it looks like Cloud9's just going to siege up mid, take that one down for free. 19 minutes in, really good rotations here. If you notice, Kassadin can't really deal with the Sion bot lane. Sion over double his CS at 19 minutes in. That is insane how far ahead this guy is. That nobody can really deal with him bot lane, especially with the magic resist he built. Now he's starting to build armor. Going to finish up that Randuin's for his team fight presence, where Kassadin sitting on just the Rod of Ages with not that many stacks on it. It hasn't been implemented yet to see how many stacks he actually does have. Playing this out here, we're going to look at what happens next in the video. Looks like Cloud9's going to rotate bot here. This is a really good rotation here. If you look, Gravity has no wards in this jungle here, no wards at all, so they don't know where Cloud9's going to rotate, so I just wanted to rotate here, shove that in, and then take this turret. Very simple rotation by Cloud9, very good rotation, as Corki, they had vision right here in this pink ward. Corki's going to end up top lane, shoving that in, so they're going to trade tier 2 bot for... Okay, I was wrong. I thought this was the one where they traded, but it's not. This is the one where they don't take this turret for some unknown reason. I don't know why they're not doing that. But Cop gets this turret for free then. Cloud9 going to siege up mid, I guess, and jam this in. If Corki's not there, they're free to fight. They're free to do whatever they want. They're still ahead. High is the only one not ahead. If you look, he's got the 3 deaths, so I guess picking up tier 2 mid is a little bit better. But they have to stay here, and they have to assert their control right here. And if you look right here, there's a team fight that goes. Sneaky is taking all of the damage right here. Sneaky takes St. Vicious ult, takes the Morgana Q to the face, etc., etc. High, look at his damage, so low just from just from the damage of Haunter and St. Vicious right here. Kassadin diving on to High, so they kind of split between High and Sneaky. I would have liked to see St. Vicious ult High instead of Sneaky, or Haunter to go on Sneaky instead of High. Keen's going to come in and get his ulti onto one of these people. Keen with the flash, double Q, going to finish the ulti on a Sneaky, going to finish up High down here. And this is exactly how a dive comp is supposed to be. Cloud9 didn't take this rotation bot for free, so they're forced to... so they just waited around to get dove on, and what is Meteos going to do? Rek'Sai's not a peeler, High isn't really a peeler, Janna's a peeler, High just has a shield and etc., but he's behind. What's he going to do when he's behind? Morello's isn't going to do anything for him. So he just gets melted under the St. Vicious, who has 2 kills now, and Keen, who has 4 kills, not to mention, even though Haunter is miles behind, Cloud9 are not capitalizing on that by exerting their split push pressure. If somebody has to go and deal with balls, then they're not going to have this problem that you're seeing right here. They're going to have Gravity is going to have the problem of dealing with the Scion, who has got twice as much farm as the Kassadin. So 3 people dead right here. It looks like Gravity's just going to shove up and take this turret down. And then this is beautiful. So they lose mid turret, everybody backs off, and if you look at the ward control, absolutely none. Nobody in Gravity decided to walk up and drop a ward on Baron, so Cloud9, being the masters of vision control, decided to capitalize it on by taking Baron. Looks like they go to siege up mid here. But again, Haunter's jumping in and getting these free damages off for free. Like, he's not a big enough threat for people to deal with him, and even though Balls is, he's got no damage item though, which is kind of like, Even though Balls is a threat, they're not putting him in a different lane. Balls' teleport has been up now for, I don't know, 17 minutes or something, and they haven't done anything with him. Moving forward here, looks like Cloud9 gets up their siege mid. There's an outer bot that they can push, turret that they can push, so they're going to go push that down, get rid of the outer turrets first. High getting a little lower than I wish he would be right now. Looks like people are closing in on here. Remember, they have a dive team, so if they ever get an opportunity to go on Sneaky, go on High, Gravity is likely going to take it. Keep going on. Let's see. This is just Cloud9 wasting time here. They pop the outer turret. They don't want to siege, because what sieging does for these guys is just waste time. They're just waiting for Gravity to jump on them, and that's not what Cloud9 needs to do. Cloud9 needs to send Balls into a different lane and then pressure. Just pressure a little bit and wait for Balls to pressure, because if Balls is pressuring in, then Gravity has to react, and if they send Kassadin down, then fine, that's one less person diving their backline, and Sneaky's fed. He's got 3 kills, he's got the same farm as Corki, just with 2 more kills. He's fine to take care of himself. Morgana now has a Zhonya's, by the way, which is a little bit interesting, but here we go again. Sneaky getting dove on right here. We're going to take a quick assessment of where everybody is. Everybody's grouped here in this fight. Balls isn't pushing anything. Everybody's right here. Balls is ulting here back to get St. Vicious off of Sneaky. Zed is a little bit up here with Kassadin off to the side. Let's play this out a little bit here. St. Vicious taking a ton of damage as Balls come in. He's going to get finished off. Keen right here. Note hasn't ulted anything yet, I don't think. No, his ulti's still up. Right here, so St. Vicious is the first to go down, and this is looking really good right now for Cloud9. It's looking really good. Bunny Fufu's got the flash ulti though, and they know he has flash ulti, and they know he has Zhonya's, but I bet you that's going to come up right next right here. Boom, flash ulti, 4-man ulti. Now look at High. What did High just ult? Take a moment, we're going to look, assess. I might get Bunny Fufu if he steps up a little bit, and he might get Zed if Zed finishes this animation, but High likely just ulted nothing. Yep, look at that. No damage, no damage. High ulted nothing. Where's High? High's dead. I don't even think the animation finished. Nope. The animation didn't even finish. So that's their mid laner. Has now no ultimate now. Sneaky's right here. Lemonation's back here. If Lemon cuts in front of Sneaky, maybe he can soak a spell or something. His ultimate is down. Did he just pulse that? Or did he do it when St. Vicious was up? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, there's the ulti right there. Huh. I'm really impressed. That's a really good ulti by Bunny Fufu. Waiting for Lemonation to burn the ultimate, then he flashes in, and then ults on top, so nobody can push him out of the fight. Good follow up here, boom, boom, boom. And then right here, here's all their damage. Sneaky, or Meteos again on Rek'Sai. What's he going to do? Absolutely nothing. Doesn't have an ultimate in these fights, doesn't have any more peels because he already knocked everybody up once. So Sneaky's kind of left to fend for himself here. Balls, the Fed guy, is just in the back. Look at Balls hasn't been touched at all because these are 4 divers if Morgana has flash, and nobody has to touch Balls. So look at this, boom, boom, boom. Sneaky's down, Meteos is down. Balls picks up 1 kill onto, I guess Corki or Kog'Maw got the kill with his passive. Chase down Elimination. They can't chase down balls because he's so big, but again, Cloud9 isn't doing anything with that. They're just letting them get steamrolled here. Alright, so after that, 27 minutes into the game, they get shoved in, but there's not enough time left on the clock to defend that, so I think Gravity picks up a Dragon there, then Cloud9 goes and takes this turret, which they should have gotten a long time ago, instead of going mid lane and dying in this upper jungle right here. Really well played by Gravity in that fight previously. It looks like Haunter has the gall to go split push himself, and again, send balls to go deal with that guy. He's got 219 farm, still 70 farm over Kassadin, and he's got 2 items. Granted, they're 2 armor items, so they're not particularly useful, but that's up to him and his itemization of the fact. I don't know why he itemized that way, but he did, and I think that's a flaw in their overall push. But again, they're not sending him over there, and they're not starting fights. I just don't like the Scion pick. Alright, so right around here, it looks like Haunter's going to pick up the turret. Yep, picks up the turret. Oh, and look at that wave. Look at that wave right there that everybody's just giving up. Oh, and this was another key. Sorry, I forgot about this. Look right here. Cop solos Dragon. Now, because Cloud9 has a ward here, ward here, ward here, Cop just walked down here. I wonder if I have that recorded. Yep, they had vision of him walking down. Look at all of this blue vision. So Cloud9 knows that Cop is going to solo this right here. Now it jumps, so he must have walked right down here. Cloud9 knows that Cop is going to solo Dragon, and they don't do anything about it. They don't pressure Dragon, they don't pressure top lane, they don't pressure mid lane, they don't do anything. They just wait around, give Cop a free Dragon, while they're AD carry without teleport, nothing like that, can't even get to the fight to go help. They're not doing anything. Cloud9's just waiting around to get engaged on, wait for St. Vicious to find the pick that he wants, and that's it. So they get a free Dragon, and now Cloud9's backing off even more because they know that the AD carry is coming, and they have this huge wave to deal with. So, oh man, I just want to see Cloud9 engage on something. Looks like this is pushing in. Oh, there's a weird rotation here. I remember this. There's a weird rotation where they see each other here, and Gravity starts Baron, and then Cloud9 pressures them off Baron, but it ends up Cloud9 just walking up mid lane and then backing off of mid lane because nothing comes of that. So Cloud9 wants to go deal with this bot lane, Meteos with no health, but he's got his ulti to come back to lane. Everybody walking around this pink ward, nobody dealing with it. Oh, looks like they don't finally see it at all, so they've been sitting in vision this entire time, saw Meteos back, and now he doesn't really have any tunnels to get to. This is the closest tunnel he has. So Gravity starts Baron pretty much for free right now. Look at this vision control they have. No sweepers up, no trinkets up right here. The blue trinket not up. Balls takes a binding to the face, but they're just running out of time here. Baron's going to go down soon. Boom, right there. Baron goes down, and now what they need to do is either get out or turn and fight right away, because Balls needs to pressure Corki and Haunter. Like, he needs to do something in this backline to prevent these two from getting dove. But Morgana again with this sick ulti, dude. MVP Bunny Fufu right here. We're going to see him zone, split the entire team up. So now, hold on, pause. Balls is up here, Meteos right here, Lemonation right here, and then the 2 carries are back here getting dove by Kassadin. It should pan down there real quick. Haunter pushing high all the way back to mid lane. Zed's in the top right here, going to come down and focus on Sneaky, who's very low on mana. Meteos has no mana. He's Rek'Sai, JK. And then watch this play out right here. Ball's just using his ult there to knock people up. St. Vicious, everybody's retreating now, but look at how far they're retreating. And again, their team is so separated right here. This is the zone that Cloud9's covering right here, pushing the AD carry, support, and jungler off, but they're not the threat. Zed's the threat, who's right here, and Haunter's the threat, who's, well, Haunter's kind of a threat. But look at this, in this backline here. Flash on the Sneaky. Haunter's already over here, so just boom, boom, boom. And then, oh wait, Haunter went down and killed High because he was already low. That's who he was dealing with before. So Sneaky has gotten to auto pretty much nobody here. Did a little bit auto on St. Vicious early, but overall Cloud9 just is separating in really bad functions, in really bad directions, and Bunny Fufu is doing a great job of just jamming that ultimate down their throat. Not even using his Zonias that fight, I don't think. Continue on, Bunny Fufu with the Baron buff. They're just going to try and well, I guess they don't have the Baron buff anymore. So now they're bot lane. They're trying to siege up here, trying to do work. Oh, and this is where High dies for free. So look at this wave right here, and now you see High going to answer this. We're going to see Haunter come around here in a couple seconds. Boom, come on now. There we go, right here. Pause. So right here, Highs just stand up here, and remember he's got his Zonia still, so it's not like he's in a huge threat of dying, but he just doesn't, he underestimates the damage between these two people, and just boom, boom, bada boom, bada boom. Look at that, pops up dead on your screen. So now what does Cloud9 do? They're the one guy that could do with this little split push thing, which I don't think should have been High, should have been Balls with his infinite amount of armor right here. He's not going to take that much from Kassadin, because Kassadin just doesn't do that much damage, and Keen he's not going to take that much from because he's got an insane amount of armor. So I think they should have sent Balls up here and just wave cleared with his E and with his Q, but I'm not Cloud9, so I decided to send High, and then this kind of turned sour here, so now these people have to back off. The bot lane push has to back off, because as soon as they're done with this inhib, they're just going to rotate down, and then off of this, Cloud9 loses all 3 inhibs, if not the game off this push, I don't quite remember. So that's boom, yeah, all 3 inhibs down, and this is a replay of what happened top lane. Here, boom, hold on, wait a second. You'll see High pop his ulti, but his ulti I don't think actually goes off. He decides to ult over Zonyazing, and I think that was a big misplay right here. He throws the ball up, and as soon as he does, right there, well, Keen didn't even use his ultimate. Just that much damage coming off of these 2 carries. And now, look at that, Kassadin's right caught up in farm, easy peasy. So anyway, Cloud9 knows all 3 inhibs are down, so the only way they can defend is with Baron buff, so they try to get this Baron buff. It's going to spawn in 8, but they end up getting pressured off, and then they team fight here. And like I said, all these minions, all of them have a double super creep, so they're pushing in. Keen with his Guardian's Angels, not really afraid of anything. Ball's getting chunked from Baron, because Baron does a lot of pen damage. St. Vicious getting knocked up over here. Keen diving onto Sneaky, because he's the star target, so watch this. Ulti comes out. That was a decent ulti from Orianna. Only hits 2 people though, but it pulls them off, so these guys have a chance to regroup. I don't know where Balls is though. Oh, Balls is up in that fight too. Look at that. High. Zonia's for a second. Meteos dies for free because where's Corky? Cop right here hasn't been touched. Haunter hasn't been touched. They just spent everything trying to get onto Gravity spent everything trying to get onto Sneaky and the 2 divers and everything, and look at that, 4 people dead. Lemonation the only one alive. Recall's up there, and then bada bing bada boom, the game is done right there. And that's pretty much the story of why Cloud9 lost. Cloud9 didn't use the Scion damage to their full potential. He didn't split push with them, didn't control the map very well. They got dove, they didn't engage on their own terms. Again, Rek'Sai doing nothing, because I don't like that champ. I don't think it does anything. I also don't think Kassadin does anything. However, Gravity actually used it well. Kassadin mixed with 1 other diver, 2 other divers in this case, can be really potent, which you saw. Vi, Kassadin, Keen on Zed all diving Sneaky or High and popping him pretty much instantly. I would have liked to see maybe Balls on Lulu, something like that in the top lane, and just do like a straight protect the Kog'Maw comp, maybe with a Jarvan in the jungle or something, you know, a little bit more peely. Even like a Maokai would have been fine top lane, but you can't have a strong split pusher like that, and Sion's okay. The reason Sion's so good is that he's tanky. He's so tanky that he's really got no threat of being dove, and he's got no threat of dying. So what you do with him is just jam him top lane and make Gravity react to them. If one of their divers, Kassadin, assumedly because he has teleport, is dealing with Balls in a different lane, then your team can survive. High was the only one behind, and Sion was miles ahead. The least he could have done was got an objective and traded that for a couple of Gravity's lives. Overall, they just really threw their lead by mispositioning, not taking the team fights that were offered to them, not capitalizing on the vision control that they had, and not split pushing and using Balls to his full effectiveness. Anyway, if you want to see the picks and bans video, I'll link it in the description. Otherwise, thanks to everybody for watching, and have a wonderful night.